So you're eating right, you're trying to stay active, but that number on the scale just isn't moving the way you want it to. Or maybe it is going down, but you look in the mirror and something's not quite right. You don't feel or look the way you expected. It's gotta be one of the most frustrating things ever, and it really all boils down to a huge misunderstanding of what we're actually trying to do here. Okay, this quote right here from a Reddit user just nails it. It gets right to the heart of the whole problem. The goal isn't just to lose weight, it's to change your body composition. For most of us, that means losing fat while we hold on to, or maybe even build, the lean muscle that keeps us strong, healthy, and looking toned. And that brings us to our first major point. The scale can be, and often is, a terrible liar. All it tells you is your total mass. It has no idea if you've lost fat, or water, or that really valuable muscle. We have to get it through our heads that not all weight loss is good weight loss. See, when you just slash your calories and don't think about the kind of weight you're losing, your body starts looking for energy anywhere it can. It doesn't just burn fat, it can start breaking down your muscle tissue too. And trust me, losing muscle is the absolute last thing you want, because that muscle is your metabolic engine. It's what helps you burn calories all day long, even when you're just sitting on the couch. And to really see how much this all matters, check out this incredible study from the University of Chicago. They had two groups on the very same diet. Both groups lost the exact same amount of total weight, 6.6 pounds. But, and this is a huge but, what they lost was completely, wildly different. Yeah, this number just says it all. The sleep-deprived group lost 55% less fat than the group that got enough rest. Just let that sink in for a second. They lost way less of the stuff they actually wanted to lose, the fat, and a whole lot more of the stuff they needed to keep, their precious muscle. They were literally shooting themselves in the foot just by not sleeping enough. So how do we avoid falling into that trap? Well, the good news is there's a really clear way forward. We can actually fight back against muscle loss and tell our bodies to target fat specifically. And it's all based on a simple, science-backed 3-pillar strategy. It's all about working smarter. Okay, pillar number 1 is all about your fuel, your nutrition. When you're eating fewer calories, your body is searching for energy. Giving it plenty of protein sends a really powerful signal that basically says, hey, hands off the muscle, go burn the fat instead. Seriously, it's your number 1 line of defense. So here's the kicker, and this is what trips a lot of people up. Your protein needs actually go up when you're on a diet. You can see it right here in this table. If you're active and lifting weights while you're in a calorie deficit, that recommendation shoots way up to 2.2 to 3.0 grams per kilogram of body weight. That's way higher than normal because you're playing defense. You're actively protecting your muscle. So a balanced gain plan might look something like this. Now, this isn't some magic formula you have to follow exactly, but it shows you the basic idea. A really solid chunk of your calories, like 30%, comes from protein. And you still have plenty of room for carbs to fuel your workouts and healthy fats for your hormones and everything else. It's about fueling your body, not just starving it. All right, on to pillar number 2, building your engine with resistance training. Look, if a high-protein diet is your defense, then lifting weights is your offense. It is without a doubt the strongest signal you can send your body to hold on to and even build new muscle while you're dropping body fat. You've probably heard this before, but it is so true. Muscle tissue is like a fat-burning machine. The more muscle you have, the more calories you burn just existing. Your resting metabolism goes up. You're basically upgrading your body's engine to be more powerful and more efficient 24/7. And the science on this is just crystal clear. This chart is from a huge analysis of a bunch of studies. You can see on the left, resistance training by itself is great for building muscle. But look at that middle bar. That's the magic. When you combine lifting with eating in a calorie deficit, bam, you get this massive drop in fat, over 5 kilograms, while you keep your muscle. That is the 1-2 punch for changing your body. And listen, you don't have to become some pro bodybuilder to get these benefits. Getting started is actually pretty simple. You can begin with just your own body weight. Think squats, push-ups, lunges. Focus on good, clean form for about 12 to 15 reps. Then, as you get stronger, you can gradually add some weight. The real key here is just being consistent. Try to hit each major muscle group at least twice a week. And that brings us right back around to our third and maybe most overlooked pillar, sleep. We already saw how damaging a lack of sleep can be. You have to think of it as more than just downtime. It's an active, totally essential process where your body repairs itself, regulates your hormones, and basically gets everything optimized for burning fat.
I love this quote from the lead researcher on that Chicago study. It just says everything. You can have the world's best diet and a killer workout plan, but if you're not sleeping enough, you are actively sabotaging all of your own hard work. It's like trying to win a bike race while someone's jamming a stick in your spokes. You're just not going to get very far.
And here's exactly why that is. When you're sleep deprived, it completely messes with your hunger hormones. You feel hungrier and you start craving high-calorie junk food. On top of that, it literally makes your body worse at burning fat for energy, and it's even linked to storing more of that dangerous fat around your belly. The science is settled on this one. For adults, 7 hours a night is the bare minimum you need to support your health and your fat loss goals. So when you put these three pillars together, protein, resistance training, and sleep, you have the blueprint for real, sustainable fat loss. And what that means is, we have to stop letting that one single number on the bathroom scale have so much power over us. It's time to redefine what progress actually looks like. True progress is about so much more. It's about noticing how your clothes start fitting better. It's about taking body measurements, like your waist, and seeing that number go down. It's looking at progress photos side by side and seeing the changes with your own eyes. It's going to the gym and realizing you can lift a little heavier or do one more rep. And maybe most importantly, it's just feeling better, having more energy to get through your day. These are the real wins. So I'm gonna leave you with this question to chew on. Now that you know the scale can't possibly tell the whole story of all your hard work, it's time to decide what really matters to you. What are you gonna use to measure your success on this journey?